Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our session that is Prisma Learning Bits on a regular basis. We welcome you all on our session. Today, our session will be focusing on the science of well being. Now, before we start, we would be sharing exactly what all topics we would be covering by our expert, Ms. Sanjana Adalka. So, before we initiate, what exactly is the science of well being? Let's try and understand this. Well being is the experience of health, happiness, and prosperity. Now, it includes having good mental health, high life satisfaction, a sense of meaning or purpose, and an ability to manage stress. Now, well being is something sought by just about everyone because it includes so many positive things: feeling happy, healthy, socially connected, and purposeful. Now, increasing your well being is simple. There are tons of skills you can build, but increasing your well being is not always easy. Figuring it out what part of your well being are most important for you, it's really an important skill. And with this, I really want welcome you all on our session by our expert, Miss Sanjana. So there are certain protocols for the today's session. We will be having some set of polls. We will be having a chat box activity and would request you to please put yourself in mute. Okay, and with this I will be unmuting Sanjana. Sanjana,
Morning, everybody.
good morning.
Am I audible? We
Yes.
welcome you all. Thank you, Anubha ma'am, for such a modest introduction and a beautiful explanation to well-being. Um, I would welcome all of you to the Science of Well-being. My name is Sanjana Adlaka, a soft skill trainer. As Anubha ma'am mentioned, communication, leadership, corporate etiquettes are a few of my core subjects. We train individuals and institutions. I would like to talk a little bit about myself before we begin.
Sure.
I come I come from a very humble background. My dad is a disciplined business person, always had a knack of business and never feared bringing in new ideas. I till date look up to him, and I hope if I'm one third working like him, I'll be a success. My mom, she used to love cooking and making beautiful food. She invested her entire life in making people happy and forcing them to. She was a happy homemaker, gave us the best of education, and taught us some beautiful things, one of which we will be taking up in this session. Not because it comes from my mom, but also because that is one of the best practices followed by the top performers, and it's thoroughly researched. So, coming back to my mom, she's the reason I'm here. Of course, literally as well, but I'm talking about this topic. I could have gone back to my regular topics of communication, leadership, teamwork, but I chose to turn this pandemic into my biggest strength, quest for learning, and experimented with this new science, the science of it. She's always inspired my learnings and writing, and I owe everything, especially today, to her. I'm very excited that you're going to join me in this journey to practice and understand the science behind happiness. In today's session, we will explore what few results in psychological science teach us about how to be happier, how to feel less stressed, and flourish more. We then have a chance to put these scientific findings into practice by building the sort of habits that will allow us to live happier and a more fulfilling life. This can be a start of the new journey for you all, like it was for me. The hope is that this is the kind of learning that will really help you grow. This is the kind of thing that can change your life in a real way, like it did to me. Not just by learning the content, but by really changing our habits. That's sort of the goal for today's session. And all I would want from you is a reassurance, a little bit of reassurance to develop these practices in your daily life. And tada, the recipe of happiness is this simple. Firstly, I would want to acknowledge and appreciate everyone who's come here, who's taken time and has come to our live webinar. I understand that we have our hands full doing double duty at this time with kids around, staff ratio gone down. And despite of all this, having you all here really gives us motivation, and it's a source of inspiration for us for doing what we are doing every day. Thank you once again. Okay. So let's start with who is this session for. The ones who intend to transform themselves into the best version of themselves. The skills that you would gain: happiness, meditation, science and reasons behind our beliefs, and the most important, gratitude. Let's have a look at the key concept of today's session. Assess your current level of well-being and produce a baseline measurement. Discover your signature strengths and apply them in your life. We'll also discuss about happiness paradox. Understand and utilize the power of your mindset to change your behavior. Practice deliberate gratitude every single day. So, how to get the best out of this webinar? I would really encourage participation. We have a lot of activities, polls, chat box. So I would really want and appreciate if you all participate in that. Practice what is learned. So in today's session only, it could not be the end of happiness. We'll be taking more than this. So try and practice whatever are your takeaways from today's session. Last but not the least, please share your learnings with the people you care about. So let's start this session by knowing you. What is it that has made you join this live training today? Why are you here? Anubha ma'am, can we take a poll on this from everybody?
Sure. I'm shooting a poll right now. So the poll has been launched for each one of you. I would request you to please submit the answers. You can opt for more than one option. We'll keep this poll for a minute.
The first choice is a regular at Prism session. Second, the topic appealed you. Third, believe in upgrading your knowledge. Fourth, it's a nice feeling to see different faces during the lockdown.
Right, so it's 30 seconds up. We have 30 more seconds for this poll. Already 80% people have taken the poll. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We close the poll. Thank you so much. Okay, we are sharing the results. The beautiful is 37% of the audience says they're regular at Prism session. We really love you and thank you and appreciate it from core of our heart. The interesting bit, believe in upgrading your knowledge. So I truly agree. We are here at the platform where the learning never stops. So thank you so much. 26% by the topic appealed to you. And definitely it's a nice feeling to see different faces in the lockdown. It's beautiful. Thank you so very much. All to you, Sanjana.
Thank you, Anubha ma'am, and thank you so much, beautiful audience. It is so nice to know that all of us are here, most of us are here to upgrade our knowledge, and I'm going to surely ensure that I add on some value to it. Okay, so let's tighten up our seatbelt, and while we take you to this journey of happiness and well-being, we'll start with a story, the story about happiness. There was a boy whose family was very wealthy. One day, his father took him on a trip to the country where he aimed to show his son how other people live. So they arrived to a farm of a very poor family, as we consider. They spent their several days there. On their return, the father asked, "Did you like the trip, my son?" "Oh, it was great, Dad," the boy replied. "Did you notice how poor people live?" "Yes, I did," said the boy. The father asked his son to tell him more details about his impression from the trip. Well, Dad, we have only one dog and they have four of them. In our garden, there's a pool, while they have a river that has no end. We've got expensive lanterns, but they have stars above their head at the night. We have only one small piece of land, while they have endless fields to themselves. We buy food, they grow it. We have high fence for protection of our property, and they don't need it since their friends protect them. The father was stunned. He could not say a word. Then the boy added, "Thank you, Dad, for letting me see how poor we are." This story shows that the true wealth as well as happiness is not measured by material things. Love, friendship, and freedom are far, far more valuable. In the past few years, there has been an explosion in research of happiness. We've learned a lot about its demographics, how things like income, education, gender, and marriage relate. But one thing has revealed that factors like such don't seem to particularly have a strong effect on happiness. Yes, of course, it's better to make more money than less, to graduate from a reputed college instead of dropping out. But the differences in happiness tend to be small, which leaves us with the question, what are the big causes of happiness? How can we learn and maintain our happiness? All these questions will be answered with scientific theories. I am repeating, with scientific theories in our today's session. So before we begin further, can we meet at the chat box and discuss that one happiness that you all have experienced during the lockdown? Can Anubha ma'am, can you assist me at the chat box so that I don't miss any answers?
Absolutely. So, would request please share your thoughts on one happiness you have experienced during this lockdown. Saurabh says learning. Vipul says family time. Sanjeev says more time for family. Stay close to the family in the past 15 years by Vikrant. Beautiful. Sanjay says e-learning. Noticer says serene environment. Deepak sir says being with the family. And Shampa says watching nature, being with the family, staying home and staying safe. Babita mentions quality time with the family and nature. So launched by own website. Okay, so there are people who are doing something for themselves also. And quality time for our own by Ram Shukla sir. Thank you. I think amazing stuff people,
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So this pandemic has got out some benefits